RoughRiders finishing up a series against the San Antonio Missions, and we're joined by Jason Wood, as we are every Sunday. And Jason, last night Patrick Cantwell coming through with the game-winning hit in the ninth inning, and I know that's why you like him hitting in the two spot. He gets his bat on the ball, goes the opposite way, and that's what he did last night in the ninth.
He's got a knack. Pat's got a knack to find holes and to do the right things at the right time. And couldn't be happier for what he did last night, and he did a very nice job, and that's why he's in that two-hole.
You know, that's the headline of what happened at the end of last night's game, but what a pitching matchup throughout that ball game. Alec Asher, maybe the best he's thrown all season, and then Joe Ross in his second Texas League appearance, really showing why he was a first-round draft pick. That was something that we really got into in the broadcast booth, how good those guys were out there in the mound. I'm sure you were stressing out on the field how to get a run against Ross.
Two good power arms, and Ross showing the velocity that he had, the arm motion with the run on the fastball. I told myself, if this kid has any off-speed stuff, we're in trouble tonight. And he showed at times he had a good changeup and did some good stuff with the off-speed. But what a fun matchup to watch. And it just so happened we happened to come out on the winning end of that. But they had two very good arms and long futures for those two kids.
First time you've seen Ross, but where does that pitching performance rank among some of the guys that have thrown against this team in your eyes this year?
It's right up there. I think the two kids that we saw in Tulsa do a very good job. And with what Ross did last night, you know, his pedigree with his brother being a Major League All-Star, a Major League pitcher with Oakland and now San Diego, I knew that he had some talent and he had some good stuff, and he only had one start in this league, but he sure showed that he's going to do some good things.
And a week ago, you and I were talking about Alec Asher, and he was hopefully figuring things out. I think it's safe to say that he's figured it out. 2 starts, he's given up 1 run over 14 and a third innings. It looks like the Alec Asher that we saw in the month of June in that first half of the season.
You know, it's so true. No walks last night, 7 strikeouts. First pitch strikes were tremendous. Downhill playing with the fastball. I mean, just command of the strike zone all night. And it was really fun to watch. And that's the Alec Asher that I've seen and that we know. He's gone through a few bumps along the way this year, but he's back on track. And I know that he's done some physical things, and we've done some things back there behind the plate as far as targets with Pat, getting a little bit lower on his off-speed pitches, maybe dropping to a knee, and really a focal point for Alec to see that, and it proved to help last night. So great job, and hopefully better things to come as well.
Here with RoughRiders manager Jason Wood, JT Wise, 3-run home run on Friday, Joey Gallo, a 9th-inning home run on Wednesday. This has proven the point that you can't sleep on this team late in games, and I'm sure you love that from a character perspective.
Absolutely. I think good teams are made out of quality at-bats later on in the game. You know, we talk about winning each inning. If you can win those first 3 innings and somehow find a way to win those last 3 innings, you're going to be in good shape throughout the course of the year. And we've done some good things in this series, and hopefully we keep it up. But to have some good at-bats like that late in the game, it's what we need. And in this lineup, we've got some guys that can bop it at any given time, so that obviously helps.
Another player who was key last night, Drew Robinson, had a home run, his 10th of the season, an opposite field shot. He worked that walk and ended up scoring the game-winning run in the 9th inning. He had a triple the night before. He's changed some things up there offensively in terms of his stance, has he not? And do you think that that's been a key for what we've seen out of Drew the last couple of games?
He has. He's a little more upright in his stance. I think it reverts back to playing days in high school where he's looking at some video and he's had some success and he feels comfortable just changing things up. But he's really been working his tail off in the cage and out on the field doing some extra batting practice. And hopefully what he did last night, see him drive the ball the other way is something that we haven't seen a whole lot this year. But, allowing himself to do that and being aggressive in the count, ready to hit, letting his eyes tell him not to hit if it's not there. But he's really good last night, and hopefully we keep him going.
Normally around this time of the year, getting close to the trade deadline, the last few seasons, the teams in the minors for the Rangers have been affected by players who have been taken away from the team because they've been included in a deal to bring a major league piece to the big league club, obviously. It's already worked in the opposite direction this year with the Joakim Soria deal, a couple of new pitchers coming into the organization, including a new starter on this team in a local product, Jake Thompson. You got a chance to see Jake throw a bullpen yesterday, and what are your early impressions of what you've seen from him?
Well, from what I've heard and from the little that I've seen, very athletic arm, very athletic body. Looks like a power arm. He's got some good movement with the ball. Very excited and anxious to see it. It's something that at this time of the year, you are right. Things do like this. Things do happen. Texas is, whether they're selling or they're buying at this time of the year this year, it has affected myself as a manager and to some degree. And so this year I'm benefiting from it, and hopefully it works out.
When you get close to this time of year, the last few years, do you kind of try and numb yourself to the fact that something may happen where you might lose a key piece of your team and you just have to deal with it like you would a promotion?
Yeah, there's really not any surprises come, from here to August 1 or the end of July. Anything could happen, and I've seen it happen to myself, and where I've lost a couple players, and after I've already submitted a lineup for that day, it comes that late. And but you know what? You adjust and adapt to the situation, and I know that could happen at any given time. But we'll see. It's an interesting time of the year. It's a fun time of the year, and we'll keep playing ball here, that's for sure.
And that's part of the development process as well, getting these guys to a point where other organizations want them, because ultimately the goal for you and all the other coaches is to get the big league team as good as possible, right?
Oh, absolutely, and that's the whole part of it. It's how we develop and what we use our development for, and what we get in return. But at day's end, it's about getting these guys ready to play each night, and hopefully we do that.
Andrew Faulkner, another piece to this pitching staff that was added. The rotation going through a big change here with 2 new additions to the squad. What have the reports on Andrew been from an outstanding season down in Myrtle Beach?
Well, I spoke with Steve Mintz, our pitching coach down in Myrtle Beach, and he said that Woody, you're getting a power arm, a left-handed power arm, a great individual, a wonderful person, very athletic guy, very quiet, but just goes out and pounds that strike zone with a good fastball. Has a slider for an off-speed pitch, and from what I saw in the bullpen yesterday, is a very commanding changeup. So he looks smooth, and we're anxious to see Faulkner throw tomorrow night.
And with presumably Claudio moving into the bullpen, it gives you another lefty in the pen, which I'm sure you like to have those options.
It is very nice. It's I was telling Jeff Andrews yesterday, just staring at my lineup card, he says, I told myself and told him, I said, it's nice to have these options when I've got 4 lefties in the bullpen and 4 righties in the bullpen. It makes for matchups a lot easier now. So it's something that I never had, but I'm looking forward to having it.
Finally, Eduardo Brera got the call up to AAA earlier in this week. That was one of the other dominoes to fall with these new pitchers coming aboard. And I don't think you can say enough about the job that Cabrera did here coming back from shoulder surgery. But that's certainly a big loss, not only on the field but in the clubhouse, because I know guys really rallied around him, and he was such a fantastic teammate.
Tough loss for us with losing Eduardo, but congratulations to him. Nobody is more deserving than he is for the job that he's done this year. Like you said, not only on the field but in the clubhouse, away from the ballpark with some of the Latinos. He does a very good job of hanging around them and showing them right. And great person, a great individual, and I'm very happy for him, and I hope he has a long career.
Well, Jason, congratulations on the wins these last 2 nights, and good luck trying to make it 3 in a row today.
Okay, Alex. I want to say hi to my family, to my girls, Francesca, Daniela, and Gemma, and to my wife, Sissy. Have a wonderful day today. Thanks a lot.
All righty. Thank you so much, Jason. We're back with more right after this here on the Frisco RoughRiders Baseball Network.